episode 38 of Camping Buddies. I am Alyssa Cat, and you know the rest of them.
See, like that's not hard, dude. Like that was not hard. That's all you needed to do. Jesus. Okay. First topic: Andrew Tate just got out of prison, and apparently he's still bald.
Yeah, so obviously when you're like in jail and all that, they don't let you shave whatsoever. And he said that he was bald by choice, but there's photos of him just released and he's got like pretty full beard, and then the hair on the top of his head is almost non-existent. It's just, and he looks actually even uglier than before if possible. He's already like a pretty disgusting looking man, but goddamn.
Roxanne. Yeah.
Yes, please pull up a picture and roast him.
He's still bald by choice, though. He chooses to shave his head.
Yeah, I guess, but like he made it seem like there was no other reason, not his lack of even being able to grow hair.
He's a bit thinning. Like he just put hair plugs in. I'm looking at one picture, but Alyssa, he's not that bad looking.
Really?
Despite what you've done, he's kind of cute.
What the fuck? You're looking past a lot there, though.
I guess so.
I mean, objectively, like ignoring his personality, he's a good-looking dude.
Nah, I don't even think that. Dude, I don't understand people who can just like live life being bald. I don't get that. Like you're just nothing but skin.
Why live?
Why live?
Airbenders think it gives you a sixth sense.
But they also have a tattoo. Like they have something drawing you to their bald ass head. Like I don't know. Another thing like is a huge mystery of bald people is like how they're so shiny. Like do they make themselves shiny or is that just like the natural grease?
No, they've got to make it shiny, guaranteed, because it's just like an open source of skin. Like your elbows get ashy and dry.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I don't know. My dad's head is pretty shiny. I don't think he puts oil or anything.
I don't know.
I think it's just the natural oils
like
of your head.
Lotioning it or something, right?
Maybe.
Sunblock.
Yeah,
sunblock.
That'd be the safe thing to do.
I just don't like. I don't know, like unless you're like actually balding, and at that point you might as well just get rid of it because otherwise you're gonna look fucking goofy. Like I don't understand why you'd ever go bald. Like I don't know. My dad looks like fucking Walter White. Like he grows like the perfect like little beard too. I don't know what you would call that. It's like a goatee, just like wraps around like. Yeah, he grows that perfect thing. His ass is bald. He has been growing out his hair, and it's so weird seeing him with hair now. But like, he used to look like fucking Walter White. Hector's dad doesn't give a shit.
No, I don't know why
he looks like Vin Double Diesel.
He's been shaving his head for like 20-something years now. Because like I think when he joined the military, he didn't want to shave his head, so he would have like the super short military cut. And then out of nowhere, he just started shaving his head, and he liked it, I guess, so he kept doing it.
Well, doesn't your family have like a big receding hairline problem?
No, my dad's got good hair. Like my dad's side of the family, they have pretty fine hair, except for like a couple people.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's like a military thing. I was gonna say it too. No, I knew I was laughing so fucking hard.
I started saying it, I'm like, well, this would be seen any other way.
Really? Like go like this really quick. No, but like I feel like it's like a military mentality thing because like both our dads are military and like they had to like shave their heads at the beginning, so they're probably just like fuck it, let's just get rid of it now, you know?
My bio dad was also in the military and is bald as fuck, so I think you've got a point.
Yeah.
My dad is also the same way. He also is fucking bald and he's in the military, and he has a goatee like
Walter White.
He has like a Walter White goatee.
Dude, we all.
So all of our dads are copy and paste.
We all have the same dad. If we have, so the only difference between our dads and Hector's
We
dad
have 9
is
left. Oh.
oh. Yeah, no, totally. That's where I was going with that. No, I was talking about like, okay, Hector's dad looks like Vin Diesel, and our dads look like Walter White.
Yeah, he's white as hell.
Yep.
Shoot. Did not know that everyone's dad was the same. Is just us or just all dads in the world?
All dads in general. Every dad just smokes meth, makes meth, crystal meth, or races really fast cars. Oh my
dad's not that
god.
cool.
Oh, I need to add a whole ass topic to this. Holy shit.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
holy shit. Okay, we'll get to that after this next one. What was after Andrew Tate? Sons of the Forest. Alyssa, tell us about Sons of the Forest.
Oh, yeah, I just got it this week. It just came out on, when was it? Sometime last week, actually.
Yeah.
Anyways, so it's like the sequel to The Forest, and have you guys heard anything about how the story starts at all?
Mm-hmm.
So like you guys are going to this private island to find this millionaire or billionaire like family, like this dad or this husband, wife, and their daughter, I think. And you get close, and then your plane or your helicopter starts crashing, and you crash. And it's a cannibal infested island, and they're more terrifying than the forest guaranteed. They're tanky as shit. They're absolutely everywhere. You'll see them much more frequently. But you can kind of just run away from some of them. They're like they're covered in mud and they're like running on all fours, and then they just like kind of run next to you unless you start interacting with them or unless you're like staying still. Um,
So
Kind
the
of
AI's gotten smarter.
weird. Yeah. The island is also like 4 times larger than the other one in the
Oh.
map.
Oh wow.
There's hella little babies, those tiny little baby cannibals in all those caves. Instead of just like one cave full of them, no, it's like every cave.
Oh.
What else? There's a bunch of new a new way to craft buildings instead of just doing the blueprints. You can custom make things. You just put it wherever you want it, kind of like Minecraft ish, you know. Um,
Like
you can make some really cool shit.
what's that one dinosaur game? Starts
Ark.
Art,
with an
Ark?
A. Ark. Is it like Ark?
yeah, kind of like Ark.
Okay.
Hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You
Is the
forget to
cool-
mention Kelvin though.
Oh yeah. Well, that's because I didn't pay attention at the beginning of the game. Kelvin like crashes with you guys, and then he's like, because of the crash, I think he's like like deaf now, and he's not speaking either. And so he's like this AI buddy that you write on a notepad and you show him what to do, like gather wood for you or gather logs. And there's been a bunch of clips of people with their tree houses, and then Kelvin will have the job
Yep.
of getting logs, and he'll chop down your fucking treehouse.
Hmm.
That's pretty messed up, but it's pretty funny. Oh, our Kelvin died.
Oh no. What'd you
Yeah,
do?
he's like dead. No, a cannibal showed up and fucking murked him. And now his body is just next to our house. And every time that these big cannibals come over, they just grab him by the neck. And yeah, I don't know if they're gonna like run away with him or something.
You need to bury him. The wildlife are gonna get him.
Yeah,
The
that's
fucking wildlife.
he's fucking attracting all these cannibals.
Bunch of flies.
Yeah.
My
He's
god.
just cannibal bait.
Why is this huge stretch of land just full of fucking cannibals? That's so weird.
Yeah, it's wild.
Like there's
We
no
haven't
like
gotten too
there's
far.
no like civilization otherwise at all.
No,
There,
there is. There's like a golf course somewhere on that island. We haven't gotten there yet. And then in some of the caves we've been to, there's kind of like underground structures, like a bunker, and there's like this big building that we were able to see across the cavern, but we couldn't get to it. I think we can get to it a different way later on. But
Interesting. So like is the island the like privately owned island of those like billionaires or something?
yeah, I
And like they
think
all
it
just
might
like
be.
became like cannibal. That's so weird. Interesting.
Yeah. And then a bunch of other people were tasked to try to find them before, and so you see all their dead bodies in the caves, you know?
Yee.
Is the goal just to survive?
Yep, to survive and figure out what happened to them.
Did you beat the first game?
I didn't actually beat it. I played it quite a bit, but my friends just kept fucking up the saves or losing the saves somehow, and so we just had to keep restarting.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeesh.
mm,
Well, I don't know. It looks like a fun game, but I don't know if I'm gonna pick it back up because like I was kind of discouraged after the time we played the first Forest. It's like I don't know.
It's only $30.
we already got Minecraft. I mean,
Oh, but I'm looking forward to my Pokemon DLC, so I'm gonna pass on that.
speaking of the fucking Elden Ring
Speaking
DLC got
of.
announced.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
yes! Finally! It's gonna be so good.
Shadow of the
exciting.
Erd Tree.
Yeah, and they said that it's Mikola riding Torrent. And I was
That's
like,
just in
Nicola.
the picture for it.
Fuck is Mikola?
Those two.
Mikola, you know, Millennia, Blade of Mikola.
She was.
She's the part of the corpse that was Radigan.
Yeah, it's confusing. Like, weren't they the same person or something?
Yeah, they're like the same person. They were betrothed and became one person, pretty much.
Is she out of that egg?
I think she was in that egg, too. It's a weird game.
Yeah.
Like weird lore, but like they had they were saying that it might be set in the past because I think they were saying that Bloodborne DLC sent you to the past, so they're no stranger to it. And so like it might take place before everything that happened in Elden Ring itself.
So you might have to make a whole new character.
Maybe.
No, wait. Bloodborne's DLC wasn't in the past.
Or no, not Bloodborne.
Was it?
Was it Sekiro? Maybe Sekiro.
Sekiro didn't have a DLC.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
That's kind of a waste. What the fuck? Okay, well,
Yeah,
one of
people are
those
making
fucking
memes
games
about
had a
it.
DLC. That was in the past. That's what I saw on TikTok at the very least.
Dark Souls 2, maybe?
Not Dark Souls 2.
I don't know. I never heard anything about that.
Yeah. Okay, well.
What was the topic you had a fucking cramming last?
Yes. So, we're going to be talking about this in a second, but when me, Hector, Jesse, and Sam, and Ash all went to go see Ant-Man Quantumania, of course I had movie previews, and of course none other than the movie that Alyssa's favorite series, Fast and the Furious, is coming out with a new movie. And you know how many times they said family in the trailer?
You counted?
They actually said family 7 times in the trailer.
Nice.
You built a family here, Dom. I love my family.
I'm kind of excited for it. I think it looked okay.
Dude, how can you
really
milk it for this long? You can't.
Yeah, what number are they on? Like 12?
11?
And then Hobbs is on their side now. That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Everyone's on their side. They're building a family.
Building, they built
I
that shit in the
stopped
third
watching
movie.
after like 7. That's the one that Paul Walker like
Yeah,
was dead.
that was
in.
the only one I gave a shit about at that point. And ever since then, I've just been like, okay, why is this still going? Like,
Yeah, the family's fucking dead.
Yeah, they're pulling siblings of Dom out of fucking
then
nowhere.
yeah, John Cena is also in this one again. He's just like, how can I help your family, Dom? Like,
Oh,
what?
the sister's in it too, and she's supposed to be kind of helping them, I think.
What's the point of this? Like, what are they doing? They're driving cars and doing action stuff. That's all I fucking know.
That's
What's
it's
the whole
literally
point?
just
basically
What
eye
makes them like
candy.
hot shit? Yeah, like what makes them hot shit? Like this family in particular. I know they're not a family, but like
Also, don't
it
they
was
have the
about
entire
cars.
U.S. military to like use stuff against? Like, why are cars the most viable option for like stopping terrorists? Like, why
Well,
can't they?
it's the development. They started off as street racers, and they've worked their way up
They
to like
developed into
Yeah,
that by the
agents of the
7th
military
movie.
or
Dom
some shit.
out of jail.
Agents
Or
of
on a bus, right? Going to jail.
I don't fucking know, man.
And then they're all like, you know what? You don't have to go to jail if you do this shit for us.
Dom gets results. He makes
Yes.
shit happen for his family.
Man, I
wish,
just-
I don't know. Look, looks kind of cool, but that's like a lot of movies to catch up on.
I'm
Yeah.
never watching this, and I think I can die peacefully never watching this. How does the movie go? Oh, you know, like Dom says family like 7 times, flips his fucking car like 8 times, kills somebody on a motorcycle, there's a helicopter somewhere, picks up another car, that car falls down, but it's totally fine, the helicopter explodes. He goes back to his family, everyone's all bloodied up and stuff like that, and he says family one more time, and then you roll credits.
Says the man who's seen 1,000 episodes of One Piece and movies.
Acting like they're the
hasn't.
same episodes, I'll have you know.
No, I'm comparing your like
Mhm.
like the same-ish
my
thing.
my commitment to One Piece, to the fucking monstrosity that is the fucking Fast and
The
Furious
Fast Saga.
the Fast Saga.
Yet you still watch One Piece dubbed.
Who gives a fuck?
Fake fan.
Huh, you're a fake fan. I'm not a fan.
Of
Gets
One Piece?
defensive when backed into a corner. We see how it is.
Gets defensive, went back to the corner. Jesus. I'll yell about One Piece. I swear to God, I've talked about One Piece like every fucking episode we've had
Please stop
recently.
bringing
So
One Piece into this.
Y'all
brought
did
it
it.
up.
Y'all
It's my
did it. That
fault.
was your fault. But anyway, on this one episode, no. Damn, is that it for the 2 things? Which one do you guys want to jump into now?
I guess we can shoehorn The Last of Us. Just
Oh,
that's
yeah.
out of the way. The rest is sort of connected to each other.
Marvel. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So The Last of Us.
Yeah. Moles has
I
not been
don't-
caught up. He's
I don't remember the last
still...
episode we like talked about, because we've been talking about it on the podcast. I think you were gone, Kelly.
I was.
I think I was going.
No, I think the last one we talked about might have been the last gay one.
That was episode
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
while ago.
A lot has happened. But overall, I enjoy the show pretty much. It's something to
It's a
look
good
forward
show.
to.
It pulls on your heartstrings.
It really does. I cried the last episode. I mean, it was
Like-
expected. I knew it was gonna happen, but man, I couldn't help the emotions.
I didn't think it was that bad. Honestly, this most recent episode I thought was pretty slow,
Mhm.
and I wasn't that interested in it.
For context, by the way, dear listeners, it's spoiler free because my ass isn't caught up. I think Kelly mentioned that. But okay, so first episode, my first impressions. 1, I cannot believe I cried at episode 1. That's insane to me. And not only episode 1, but only a half hour in. That's goddamn insane to me.
Baby.
Shut the fuck up. I'm a baby. Oh my, you have no idea, man. I mean, we can kind of spoil episode 1, but I guess we shouldn't.
I mean, it's been 7 weeks since it came out.
Yeah.
Why not?
I guess. I don't know.
Plus, there's a whole game. that tells
Yeah.
you everything.
Yeah. Well, no one ever
Everyone's
plays
going
that. I don't know. When the fucking
Stickers
when
off.
his daughter died, dude, when he was holding his fucking daughter, I was like, God damn it.
That
Dude.
actress is so good. She gave such a raw, like, reaction. I was like, damn, how come you're not in the rest of the fucking show?
But like, she was like, see, at first I saw her like take the watch and take like the money, and I was like, oh, she's a bad kid. She's gonna like pawn this off or some shit. and then she like fixes it because he wasn't gonna do it. And I was like, this is the best daughter ever. And Pedro Pascal is doing so fucking good. Oh my god. So good.
Dude, how depressing that the day he loses literally everything in his life is his fucking
Birthday. Yeah, I
He'll
was
never be
literally
able to
thinking the
forget.
same thing. Yeah. I was like, so like,
dies, the fucking world ends.
so was that like scene for scene pretty much with the game?
No.
Not
There
No.
was never a plane crash.
Never a plane crash.
Plane crash.
Oh, at the
Yeah.
very beginning, like with the truck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
In the game, I think it's replaced by like a giant propane truck or something.
Mm.
But
Oh.
a plane's really cool to see falling down on you.
Dude, these zombies are actually terrifying. I'm gonna just say that.
Oh,
like
yeah.
this is
They're
like
so
this is like
bad.
actually
Oh my
scary
gosh,
because it's
sweet.
it's like fucking with you because it's like, oh my god, like is this legit? Like is this like something that could actually happen? Like that's like my whole mentality is like a mushroom did this, and just like seeing like when she was picking out that movie at their house, like just seeing the grandma just like twitching like in the background, like that shit was wild. And like seeing like the fungus like out of her mouth, I was like, dude,
Yeah,
like
really grossed me out.
getting like crazy strength or something like that. Oh my god. And are they
Just
even
wait till you
like
see
dead?
the clickers.
Mm-hmm.
Are they
they're dead.
even they're dead? Okay.
Yeah,
Thought
the
so.
mushrooms are taking over. But fuck. Wait
I
till
think they're
episode
supposed-
5 or 4.
There's supposed to be 3
Holy
different types.
shit.
I thought they weren't technically dead. I thought they could still, because what people have said, I never played the game, but what people have said about the game, how the people eating the bodies are like crying and throwing up and everything, like they don't want to be doing all this, but the cordyceps are like in their nervous system and making them do it.
Maybe at the beginning.
Maybe,
But,
I guess.
I mean, they can get like stabbed in the heart and they're still going.
Bro,
So I think at that point the person would be dead.
that
The
kid,
cordyceps are-
that fucking kid walking all the way to Boston and then just like collapsing, and then they take him in, just like, how about we go get you some toys or something, all right? And then they fucking kill him. Dude, oh my god. And then and Pedro is just like, fucking kid, just like toss him in the fire, like, oh, dude, like the amount of shit he had to go through in 20 years. I was expecting a time jump. I wasn't expecting 20 fucking years.
Yeah, I was surprised.
That's pretty wild. Cause like I don't think he looked like super young at the beginning. So like for 20 years to pass, that's 20 years since he lost his daughter. Like that's insane to me.
I think he was supposed to be around 40 at the beginning, and then now he's like 65 or something.
He's like 56. I heard
Oh.
maybe
I think they say the exact age in the show. I just don't remember.
yeah.
Him getting those like PTSD flashbacks to his daughter's death when he's just beating the shit out of that one guard. I was really confused as to like what they were trading, by the way. Like,
They were what?
Mm.
yeah, that the guard he was talking to about like the battery or something.
Trading or treating?
Trading.
Trading.
Oh,
He gave him drugs, right?
Yeah.
Like, were those doobies?
Oh,
I think they were
cigarettes?
pills.
No, they were like
probably
they were like
cigarette.
they looked like they were like cigarettes or like some marijuana.
I think they might have been cigarettes.
Oh no. So he gave him what looked like cigarettes, and then the guy gave Pedro Pascal like pills, I think. I'm not sure. It was really weird. I don't know. I don't
I remember.
I
I
don't
watched it 2
understand.
months ago.
Oh yeah, it's been a minute.
Yeah.
Holy shit! It has been 2 months. Has
Nope.
it? It has
3
not been
months.
fucking 2.
Or, no,
Every
7 weeks is
Sunday.
almost 2 months.
Yeah.
Something that like really
Yeah.
is kind of weird to me, like that didn't really line up at least, was like they're saying that it started in the city, but like why would a fungal like infection begin in a city of all places?
They explain the origin
Yeah,
a little
later.
more later,
Okay.
like the
We
origin
need
of
to
it.
get there.
Just not there yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
But yeah, I think they have. Last of Us has like one of the most terrifying zombies, other than like probably the most terrifying zombies. And I
Genuinely.
think World War Z has like second most terrifying.
28 days later, got some scary zombies.
I think I
Never seen
don't
them.
know. Like these just feel like a way more believable zombie to me.
Yeah.
And that's like what's really terrifying.
And they get worse with like how long they've been infected,
Oh
which is the crazy
jeez.
part.
well that was
Yeah,
like
The Last of Us 2 shows off some fucking gnarly
Yeah,
ones
it's like
that
they
left over
adapt.
time.
well there was that one skeleton that was below the rebel base that they saw. They're just like, how long has this one been dead? I don't know, a while, but like it's like a skeleton like with like fungus just like growing out of it and shit. Like that was wild looking. I don't know. That's enough Last of Us. That's fine. It's fine. Let's jump into the fucking Flash, shall we? You
What?
guys want to jump
Fucking
into the
Flash.
Flash?
I
Who's
don't think they should make this movie.
They shouldn't
Oh
make
my
this
god,
movie.
no.
No.
this is gonna be like
With
a
Ezra
reset,
Miller?
right?
You said what, Alyssa?
This is gonna be like a reset, right? Of like
Yeah,
story?
so like they do this they actually did this for this new set of comics. It's the most recent, but it's called the New 52, and the only reason the New 52 exists is because of the Flashpoint paradox. Basically, Barry goes back in time, changes one thing, resets the entire universe. And it's like a good excuse to reset the DC universe, but like it's also still Ezra Miller, and they're fucking banking off Batman again, dude. Just fuck. Like, and they got rid of the cool Thomas Wayne fucking costume. Why are we getting that? Like, oh, cool, cameo from like an old Batman. That's fine, but like maybe don't use it in the fucking Flash movie. Maybe use the badass Thomas Wayne batsuit with the fucking 5 o'clock shadow and shit. Like that shit would have been cool. But also don't play off of Batman. It's the fucking Flash.
Or maybe not release it at all. All of it's gonna be rebooted anyway. I'm not gonna watch it. And Ezra Miller's still a fucking criminal.
Yep.
Still a criminal.
I can't believe they chose to continue with them.
He sounds so emotionless the entire movie too. He's just like, no, that's my mom. No, don't do that. That's my mom. Oh my god, you're Barry. I'm Barry. Barry, what are you doing? Sounds so
Awkward.
Hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, no,
it's like, fuck off. I'm
so
tired of it.
fucking annoying. And like everyone's just like, oh, what is like Supergirl? That's insane. I don't give a fuck about Supergirl, especially not in Flashpoint. They're gonna reset the fucking universe, and Supergirl will have never fucking existed. And then it's like, the coolest thing I think that is in this movie, which would have been a really cool concept otherwise, is Zod coming. Like that's really cool. That's something that I'm like, oh shit. Like that's kind of big. Like if Zod was still there. But they could have handled it with a different actor, Grant Gustin. They could have handled it with a different situation, not having just that Batman helping them. I don't know. They could have handled it differently, and they should have.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna watch it. I wouldn't care.
They know.
I think
The
they
only-
should just stop making DC. Period.
Damn.
They need to do something new. James Gunn's at the helm of all this crap, and he's keeping the Suicide Squad. He's keeping all of his stuff. I think he's keeping Aquaman and the Flash, and maybe Wonder Woman.
He doesn't. He can
all
get
new
rid of
motherfuckers.
Suicide Squad.
I know you don't like the sequel, but that was probably really. It was a fun movie.
Yeah, I think they're fun. I like them for that. I don't think they're important story wise.
I don't think they're fun to watch. I just like it's like cringe, dude. The second one was so cringy. Come on, John Cena and fucking Bloodsport. Just like, yeah, unless it's fucking badass.
Yeah,
Shit.
that part was.
You're
horrid.
right. Like, so
I
fucking
can
stupid.
Do without
That was
John
cringy.
Cena. I think he's so bad at acting. He only plays one
He's
fucking
better
role.
than The Rock for sure.
True.
What?
Like yeah.
The Rock can only do like one thing also.
Yeah.
Most of them
He's a
aren't
one-trick
good.
pony.
Most of them are not good.
I think they're just a couple of meatheads trying to do movies because their wrestling career failed. You know, they got too old.
Or fucking
That's
all their fans are
I
dying
think John
off.
Cena is doing good for
Who
himself.
still
The
watches
Rock is-
wrestling? The last time I saw people watch being chilling. Last time I saw someone like watching wrestling, it was my fucking grandfather. And when he was watching it, there wasn't even anyone in the crowd. It was just a whole bunch of like big screens with people on basically like Zoom calls watching them fight.
Oh,
Oh.
yikes.
Yeah.
My grandpa also watches wrestling, except he thinks it's real.
My
He doesn't
grandpa
think
thinks
that
it's
they're
real too.
acting.
Yeah, he thinks it's 100% real.
Yeah, I strictly remember watching it as a kid and I was like, there's no way that happened. And he's like, yeah, 100%. Yeah, he's got a broken bone after that. I'm like, this just looks fake. And I'm
He has a fight next week. He has a fight next week. What is he gonna do with that?
Like, I think all the people there in WWE are like professional stunt doubles with how they fucking like.
And they could totally do that.
They have to practice to fall. They have to practice getting hurt. You know.
I think they could totally play like a decent side character that's just like doesn't have a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
Give them less material.
Yeah. I mean, The Rock probably not. John Cena's a little bit more believable, like as like a bodyguard. The Rock is legitimately just like this fucking menace, like this fucking jeering ass looking dude. Like, I don't know. You know, this kind of reminds me though. I had a question for people at work, and I guess I'll ask you guys now. So you know how Shazam activates his powers by saying Shazam, and then the bolt of lightning comes down and he gets his powers and stuff like that, right? Mm-hmm. So same concept. You have any power you want, but what you say has to be a slur, and you have to scream it.
What?
You get superpowers?
And you get superpowers.
Can you choose the slur?
Yes. But it has to be a slur, and you have to scream it.
I think you would have to choose your own slur.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
only
yeah, it
the
could
one
be like
that
a slur. Like you scream cracker, and then you're like, "Yay, superpowers!"
No, cracker does not fucking count.
What else is a white slur then?
I don't
White
think there
devil?
is another
Nazi?
white slur. Nazi?
A monkey?
Skinhead?
You have to call yourself a Nazi? I think that's pretty fucked up.
No, like you're not calling yourself. You're literally just saying the slur super loud. So like,
right, but wouldn't you be known as that? Shazam's known as Shazam, is he not?
Oh
I mean-
no!
No.
Look, it's Nazi.
Oh.
up in the sky.
Like, if people hear you shout the word, they're gonna associate it with you.
This is true. Imagine like just screaming. This is really bad for the episode, but imagine just screaming the N word, like saving a black family, and being like, yeah, we're cool, right? Like we're fine.
Mm.
You have a giant N as your logo.
Yeah.
God.
You just said like all of a sudden you just like spawn like a whip at your hip. Like the lasso.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Would you guys do it? I probably would if I get Shoes Dance powers.
Dude, absolutely. There's like no universe
Yeah.
where I don't do this. Like it would be one.
I don't need
One,
this.
I can say at least one of those. Two, it would be so fucking funny to have any like an excuse to just be like, let's save the day. Like imagine like doing like a rock star pose too, just like up in the sky, like
Oh my god.
I swear someday if you get like big and famous,
mhm.
people are gonna
Gonna
like
come
come
back
back
to
and
this,
find your old stuff. You're getting canceled for
Yeah,
this.
yeah. That's fair. That's fair. I don't know, man. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. I don't know why. I was literally just like on the grill and just randomly thought about that. I was like, huh. That'd be wild. I don't know. There's also I didn't put this on like the topics thing. I apologize. The other thing that I randomly thought about yesterday is that instead of making a horror movie, I want to make a new genre and call it cringe. And I want to have an entire movie that people pay to see where it's basically like a love story between a Discord kitten and the fat kid at school. Yeah. And like have him like turn into a wolf when she gets angry or like leaves him.
Oh god.
Dude.
It'd be like a campy cringe movie. I would dig it.
Yeah,
I'd watch it.
like I want the genre to be cringe. Like this entire movie, I don't even know if I want to make it funny in any way. I just want to make it cringe.
Mm.
And like I need like different flavors of cringe, like someone like popping up like a fingernail or something up close, or like someone fucking sucking on some toes or some shit. Like it's some shit needs to be cringe, man.
You're borderlining on something we don't want to tread.
Yeah, no, we got foot fetish, cringe. We have pain under the nail in general that makes you cringe. And then Discord kitten, Discord mod turning into a wolf, you tremble. Like I just see that all coming together into a movie, a masterpiece, really.
I don't think I would want to watch that anymore. Never mind.
Oh, there might be an audience for it.
I mean, like, I feel like it's one of those things that's gonna like sell out like immediately, and then like day two have nobody. Like this, like, you know what I mean?
It'd be like a cult
everyone's
classic in the future. I could see.
I was so excited to see this movie, and then I walked out after the first 10 minutes. You know?
Like, I need people.
Still paid though.
Like, we need like the awkward. Like we just need like the awkward moments. Like, okay, for the boys, right? When you're using a urinal and then like there's like 5 other urinals and then some other dude comes in to use a urinal and he uses the one right next to you. Like that's awkward. And then he's just like looking over, you know, like that's weird. That's awkward. That's cringe.
I wouldn't say that's cringe. That's
I think
just awkward.
It kind of makes you cringe. I don't know.
It's kind of gay.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's just like peers over urinal.
Yeah.
Are you saying gay is cringe?
Yeah, gay is cringe.
You're canceled.
Damn, this is not a good episode
Lock
for me.
me up.
Lock me up.
Canceled at the end of this episode.
Oh my god. Okay.
Speaking of cringe, speaking of fucking utter shit. Sorry. We are gonna be talking about the. It has not been released yet.
Okay.
But there is going to be, or there was like test screenings for the Marvels, the next MCU movie. It was supposed to come out like last year in November, but reshoots after reshoots after reshoots, it's just looking like shit. it's looking real bad. From what I've heard, it's like a space or like a space travel movie, and they go to a planet where they only sing musicals.
What?
It stars. It's gonna be centered around Ms. Marvel, which I think she's probably the best out of the three. But Captain Marvel's also in it, and what's her name? Spectrum, Monica Rambeau.
Oh.
The lady from WandaVision.
Wait,
Is it looking good? A
wait,
lot of people are doing like what?
Agatha? Oh no, Spectrum. So that's that one lady that went in there and got random powers, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not looking good, and it's a bunch of characters that no one really is too crazy for.
Nope.
Like you'd see a Spider-Man movie for sure. You would not see one with Ms. Marvel and the two others.
This is gonna be a hard flop.
I kind of would like on a if Brie Larson or if the first fucking Captain Marvel wasn't so ass, I wouldn't be like opposed to seeing this. One thing that is kind of drawing me though, ironically, is Brie Larson, because if it's like musical esque, one, that could be cringe, but two, it's Brie Larson and she already fucking released that banger in Scott Pilgrim, and I was like, I don't know.
I mean, just because you can sing doesn't mean you should make a whole movie around it. You know, Marvel doesn't really do that shit.
Yeah, why is Marvel doing a musical?
Didn't they do like a musical?
They're not doing the whole movie. From what I've heard, it's just
Some
a
parts.
segment.
Well, didn't they have like a whole musical thing with Marvel already? I don't know what it was though.
They did for like Hawkeye, but that was like an actual musical that the characters did too.
No. They had, I swear they had like an actual musical number with that. Was it
like Guardians Christmas special was a musical, kind of.
Was it a musical?
If it's just pure cringe,
Oh.
If it's just stupid shit, it'd be somewhat entertaining.
Kelly broke.
There we go.
You guys kept freezing, sorry.
Yep, there he goes again.
Well, what were you guys saying about the Guardians?
He said that the holiday special was a musical.
It wasn't.
Kind of.
It was one part. It was.
No, it had 2 or 3 musical numbers, I think.
The only one I remember is when those guys were just doing the little band thing.
And then there was the one with
Kevin Bacon for the rest of it.
Oh my god.
Kevin Bacon had a musical number.
He did. He did.
Yeah.
I don't know how much they paid that dude, but he probably got a discount because they were sucking his dick the entire movie. Like, oh my god, it's fucking Christ himself. I have no faith in Marvel. I'm like 1 foot out the fucking door. I'm ready. I'm pressing that button, that eject button.
I got faith.
The same way.
I got faith in Guardians 3, but I did recently, while we were in the theater, we did see another trailer for Guardians 3 that I did not like a certain aspect of.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. You know what I'm talking about, right? With the
Are you scared to talk about it?
Okay. So in the trailer, Gamora is back. They have Gamora, but it's obviously not their Gamora. And Gamora's kind of a dick still. And so her and Peter are together, and then Gamora's just like, well, I think she's closer to whatever you have an idea of what I should be. And she's like looking at Nebula. And then like Peter starts flirting with Nebula, and I'm like, no, stop it now.
Flirting.
He's like, I never noticed how black your eyes are.
He's just like, they were ripped
so
out as torture. And he's just like, your dad chose a good color.
Yeah.
Awkward.
Yeah.
That's like the only part. And also, I'm not sure if I'm crazy about their ship, but I can get over that probably.
The giant hair clip.
The giant hair clip. I missed the Milano. What happened to the Milano? The Milano is fine.
Didn't it get destroyed?
It got destroyed.
The Milano got destroyed?
Yeah, in one.
No.
Oh,
Well,
they got a new one.
They
at
got a
the
new
end.
Milano, and then in Guardians 2, they had another new Milano, and then in Infinity War, they had another new Milano. And that Milano was being my favorite Milano. It was back on Earth.
Yeah, Captain Marvel brought it back with Tony and Nebula for Endgame.
And it was literally just sitting there.
Unusable because didn't Tony like fuck with it while they were floating in space?
No, because
they
I think
used
they
it when you go
landed
back
it.
to
Yeah.
Thanos.
Yeah, I think they
Don't know where it's at.
Maybe they just wanted an upgrade.
It might have got destroyed in Endgame because of everything that had happened, but like
no, at the end of Endgame, the Thor went off with them.
Right. Wait, yeah, no, and in Thor: Love and Thunder they had the Milano, I think.
So what the fuck is the Milano?
Maybe they'll explain it in the new Guardians.
Dude, the Milano is such a fucking iconic ship, though. It was really cool.
Yeah.
Oh, pissing me off.
So we can probably do a Ant-Man 3 review since you've seen it. Alyssa, have you seen it?
No, but I'm not really planning on watching it. You guys can spoil it for me.
Everybody dies.
Okay, before damn. Okay, before Kelly shits on this a lot, it's not nearly as bad as he's gonna make it out to be, and I think that
it's better than Black Panther.
It's better than Black Panther. It's better than Thor: Love and Thunder, and I thoroughly enjoy Ant-Man as a character in general. The Wasp was also useful, way more useful than people are giving her credit for. I don't know what the fuck that's about. She saved people's asses multiple times and stayed back for Scott. But anyway, by the way, this is full of spoilers for those listening. Kang, as you guys were saying, if there's 80 million other Kang, I'm not upset that this Kang got defeated by ants. All right, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck if this one was defeated by ants. He wasn't even defeated by ants. He still came back and rocked the shit out of Scott. He still came back. I don't give a fuck.
You would put defeating like, I don't know, the Fantastic Four on your resume. You wouldn't put fucking Ant-Man as defeating Ant-Man.
That's what I'm saying. Ant-Man is such an underrated character, though. Like, you guys are just totally skipping over Ant-Man here. He's such a cool character. Like, if anyone deserved to, like, see this battle through, it was either Ant-Man or it was fucking Loki. And Loki still has to deal with this shit. Ant-Man didn't even really deal with it. Like, that's the thing. Like, Ant-Man's kind of won on a technicality, and there's still 80 million other these motherfuckers out there. Like, it's not like this is the last. It literally said Kang will return. Like, it's not like this is the last we see of Kang. It was just that Kang just so happened to get defeated by fucking Ant-Man. Other Kangs have defeated multiple Avengers.
I mean, that Kang, though, has defeated almost infinite, like, entire Avengers
have other
groups.
Kangs.
Yeah.
So have other Kangs.
This one got defeated by Ant-Man.
Okay, and they just randomly. Okay, one day he fights Thor, the next he fights Iron Man. Blah 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 blah. You don't even know if like they're like full teams of Avengers. Like he could just do one-on-ones.
You defeated Iron Man, and you got kicked. You got your ass kicked by Ant-Man.
What's wrong with you? There's the theory with like the butthole thing with Thanos, man. Like Ant-Man shouldn't be fucked with. If you can, I don't know. Ant-Man is a really good character, and you guys are shitting on him way too much.
A sentence we don't need to skip by. What are you doing?
He can shrink into his size, and he can like do the boys where he goes down the urethra and he grows.
Yeah.
That's not ever gonna happen though, because
it's actually Kelly showed us that on the Marvel cruise line, or like at least a Disney cruise and like the Marvel experience.
Oh
yeah. He actually says is like, so a lot of people were wondering why I didn't just go up Thanos's and the reason for that is complicated.
why there though? Why not like through his ear hole or up his
Yeah.
nose or his mouth? Why is
They were just addressing what people were saying. That's it.
Why not just like go in his brain, zap that little circle disc thing that fucking makes things shrink or grow? Just fucking do that and then get out, activate it, bada bing, bada boom.
They're just not that. They just don't think
Smart.
like that.
That
I
would
don't
be
know.
too easy.
They're not that smart.
Oh, do you want the
The
movie to
writers
be
are up
2
their
seconds
ass.
longer? Did you want
Yeah.
the movie to be like 2 seconds? Like, is that what you wanted?
Yeah.
You didn't want to explore
Yes,
the
please.
quantum realm or like
more
to see
Ant-Man.
how Kang
No more
can
fucking
be.
Wasp. No more King. I'm done. Where's the Fantastic Four? Where's the fucking X-Men? Those fuckers aren't going to show up until
X-Men's
I'm
gonna be
30.
cool. X-Men's gonna be cool. Fantastic
better
Four is
be
gonna
cool.
be
They've
cool.
been dicking me around, Marvel.
I kind of wish like there would be like a Johnny Storm and a Captain America, like something to do with those two, just because Chris Evans played both of them.
Mm.
I think that would be kind of cool, but I don't know.
Like, Johnny could probably be like a Captain America fan.
Yeah, like a huge, yeah, that would be cool. No, but like that's what I'm saying. Like you can't shit on the movie too much, man. Like it's supposed to be a fucking movie, not 2 seconds long where Ant-Man just blows the shit out of fucking Kang.
Nothing
or
happened
Kang
out
just
of it,
blows
though,
the
dude.
shit out. Dude, we see
Nothing
80
happened.
million Kangs at the end of that shit. Not
The
only
entire-
that,
Whoa, I don't care.
we explored the quantum
this
realm.
was here for Ant-Man. This isn't Kang's movie. This is Ant-Man's movie. Like,
Okay,
it'd be
then why
cool
are
if
you
Ant-Man and the
mad
Wasp
that
got
he
stuck in the
won?
quantum realm. Because I'm tired of these fuckers winning. There has to be peril and there has to be fucking like actual gravitas to these villains' actions. Nobody died in that movie at all. King is such a pushover. He got
We've
beat
been
up by
getting
ants.
like consequences quite a bit, and also there still was a consequence. Like he said,
what's the
like
consequence? What was the earliest consequence before this?
Before, like the most recent consequence.
Yes.
Spider-Man 2. Mysterio was still the main villain in the third movie, just like he was in the second, pretty much.
That one just kind of rebooted Peter, and that didn't really put any consequences to the universe.
It did
as a whole,
because all of that happened, and then he lost his aunt as a fucking.
You know what? Yeah, I'll give you that one. But let's see.
Another one. I mean, you could easily just say like Endgame, Infinity War. Yeah. That's easy.
That was
was like that's way back.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm talking like it'd be cool if like Ant-Man and the Wasp are like trapped in the quantum realm as like a consequence for their actions.
I do think that that would have been I do think that would have been a better ending. Honestly, I agree with you. I think like one of them being trapped in there or both of them being trapped in there would have been really cool, but it would have just been trading off another Ant-Man and the Wasp for like, you know what I mean? Like I don't think they are ready to pass the mantle to Cassie, especially since Cassie was just barely figuring shit out in the movie. And like,
for sure.
I feel like they both still need like at least another like movie, maybe not even their own movie, but like they need a little bit more, and then they can like pass a mantle or something like that. I don't know if they should have gotten stuck in there, but it would have been interesting to see if they did.
Not a chance in hell. I don't think they're going to be making another Ant-Man in the Wasp movie again. I don't think so, because Cocaine Bear beat them domestically, and then Ant-Man the Wasp got like,
no way.
It was worldwide. Cocaine Bear beat them.
Way.
Yeah.
Wait. Cocaine
and they're
Bear?
only in the United States. It was only aired in the United States, and then Ant-Man the Wasp was worldwide.
The only thing I heard about Cocaine Bear is that there's like 10 minutes of gore, and then the rest of the movie is kind of like a family movie. Oh, sorry.
That sounds about right.
Why are people talking about Cocaine Bear? Why is that a thing? I don't.
It's
it just came out of nowhere. Why is
it actually didn't? I remember hearing like the concept for Cocaine Bear. Like it's just such a randomly fucking like it's so funny that actually made it to theaters.
It was based off a event IRL.
So really? What the fuck?
They just like a bear found dead with like a shit ton of cocaine in its system.
Jesus.
But If Kang was like murking all the side characters and probably like killed off like a major character, that would have been cool. I would have cheered him on way longer than I would have.
I still think that there's room for Kang to just be an absolute menace. He's literally fucking shit up with Loki, and he's fucking shit up in like the main universe as well.
Well, how long before we have to fucking like?
Do you know
keep
how long we
going
waited
through
for
all this?
Thanos, dude? He's the next big bad. It can take time to build up, even if we have these shitty characters. Kang can build
For
an
sure.
entire fucking thing.
But we weren't really expecting Thanos. We didn't know the fucking weight of
Yeah.
Endgame yet. We were just like, okay, what's gonna happen?
Well, we don't know the
We're
weight of
expecting
whatever
another
Kang's
Endgame level
doing.
thing now. We're
Yeah, no.
expecting real shit.
Yeah, no, we are. But all those movies leading up to it were inconsequential seeming. Iron Man
like
1
everyone
and
shit
2.
on like so many of the like some of the Iron Man movies. A lot of like Thor 1 and 2, like no one really liked those back then. And then now when you see like how it all comes together with the build up, like
Yeah, exactly. With
understand.
fucking Thor 2 The Dark World, the ether, like that, it's like, oh, that's pretty big now all of a sudden. Like that's one of the Infinity liquids. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like you can't step out until you see the big boy. I understand not
Look.
liking the smaller ones leading up, but no one liked Captain Marvel, and then we got Endgame, all right?
And I didn't like her anymore.
No, you don't. You still don't like her, but you don't like the movies leading up, but you like the big picture, is what I'm saying.
Look, I can't keep putting all my like. Here's the thing: if it's like characters that I actually like, I'll let them cook. I'll let them fucking like brew up a good story. If it's fucking good characters that I like, I don't like any of the fuckers they have right now. I don't.
Kelly, I'm gonna be real with you.
I'm
That
like-
was the best use of that phrase that you've had so far. That was good.
Yeah, like, thank you. Like, fuck, man. If it was like Wolverine and the whole gang of X-Men are like, King just got away, but we're cool. So next movie, it's like I would be okay with that. But they did that in Ant-Man. I was like, time wasted.
Why is Ant-Man? No, how is that time wasted with Ant-Man?
Time wasted, dude. I'm not here for Ant-Man. I was there for the Fantastic Four if they were ever going to show up. There was rumors that they were going to show up in an end credit sequence. Nope. It makes sense that they were trapped in
do
the
feel
quantum
like the
realm all that
Fantastic
fucking time.
I do feel like the Fantastic Four should be a thing at some point soon, because like the whole thing was like they're supposed to take the old Avengers Tower.
I think they've already bought it. They just haven't really made it official.
It's like the Baxter something. Well, no, because like wasn't it like, I mean, Multiverse of Madness showed us one of the Fantastic Four, so you know they're the Baxter Foundation. It's like, I don't know. I think we'll get them soon. I don't know what's gonna happen though.
They're the easiest to implement.
Yeah,
just be like, oh, they're in space.
Especially with like the fucking mutants and shit. They're absolutely the easiest to implement.
Yeah,
but
sure.
Now that we're opening up with multiverse shit, like we could be getting a lot of stuff. And I think that's why you're really hating on it. It's because like there's so much more room now instead of it being confined to this one universe that they really can throw in anything technically. And sometimes those things just aren't represented well, and that's fucking with you. MODOK, hilarious, loved him. I could go for another MODOK though, too. Like if they had another MODOK at some point, yeah, give me another MODOK. That's fine.
Because he was kind of groomed to be MODOK in the first place. Imagine someone that's more susceptible became MODOK in the actual MODOK. I'd be down for.
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm just not in it is because I have no intrigue, and we're going past like Marvel has kind of jumped the shark with Endgame, so I'm expecting something a bit more. Like I'm cool with smaller stories, but they have to have weight to them. These have zero weight, and it's all setting up for something we don't know what's going to happen. And based off their track record, it's not going to be any good. Like they're putting all their focus into shitty characters that no one's really going to pay money for.
I love Ant-Man.
You can love Ant-Man all day long. I'm not saying you don't have to. It's just like a lot of people are going to be seeing Iron Man or Spider-Man over Ant-Man.
Well,
They're not
yeah.
going to sit they're not gonna like. A lot of people are gonna be seeing that kind of shit over the Marvels for sure, and they're expecting that.
Well, like that's the thing though. Like it's their time is up, man. Like they need where it's time for the side characters to come in, and I'm all for it. I don't know. I think a lot of cool things that it's yielded us a lot of cool things like Captain America Falcon. I think that's really cool. Anyway, is that actually our last topic?
Yeah.
It was. We were short on topics.
Oh damn. Because like that pretty much covers your overall decline as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess we can stop here.
We are at an actual hour. We're at a literal hour right now. So.
Yep.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening to this episode of the Camping Buddies podcast. Make sure to check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts for some reason, Anchor, and YouTube, of course, if you're watching or listening passively. And check out all of our other content while you're at it, and we'll see you guys in the next one.